Hey there, how's it going everybody? Welcome back, Plant Abundance here. Just want to give you guys a closer look at one of my favorite herbs I have growing back here. This is none other than the Ashitaba plant, also known as Angelica kiskis koizumi. This is a short-lived perennial. It's rather cold hardy, it does just fine here in zone 9B, but from what I understand you should have no issues growing this in zone 7 through 9. Some folks have even had success all the way down to zone 4, so a lot of potential. Now there's a lot of hype around this plant because of the myriad of health benefits associated with it. There's literally a laundry list of different ailments and such that this plant can help to treat. And in particular, there's one substance that's found in the stem. It's a yellowish sap known as chalcone. I've also heard it called chalcone. So let me break off one of these stems and show you what I'm talking about here. So right off the bat, you can see that yellowy sapish substance coming to the surface of where that stem was cut. And over the course of the next couple minutes, it'll continue to thicken up. And that's the chalcone, which is an antioxidant full of phytonutrients and again, has a myriad of different health benefits. I would highly encourage you guys to get online, do some research, and learn more about the Ashitaba plant. It's really quite amazing. And there you can see that yellowy sap, again forming right where we cut that stem off. Now one of the nicknames for this plant is tomorrow's leaf, and the reason for that is that when you harvest this, especially in the morning at the break of dawn, what's going to end up happening is within 24 hours you're going to start to see a new leaf reemerge. So a very prolific plant. And it's not just the stem that's edible on this plant. Of course the leaves are edible. That's the most popular part of the plant to consume. And there's so many different ways to actually enjoy them. My favorite way is to just pick them fresh right off the plant and eat a few raw leaves every day. Obviously you can throw them into a salad, you can throw them into a smoothie, turn them into a tea. That's another very popular method. But like I said, I just like to eat it right off the plant. And I wouldn't say it's the best tasting, but it's also not bad at all. It reminds me kind of celery, but it has a bit of an astringency to it as well. But again, knowing what's in this plant, what it's doing for my body, makes it taste even better. And for the stems, I eat them the same way. Definitely a lot of fiber, and I know this is an acquired taste to consume it this way, so other folks may want to make teas with them. Like I said, throw them in the salad, mix it with other tasty greens, put some dressing on it. Really the choice is up to you. So I started this entire patch from seed indoors last year, put it out in the spring, and it wasn't until about winter time that they really started to take off. In part that I had them kind of being overgrown by some parent plants while they were growing themselves up. Now, I should get about 8 or 9 months of constant harvesting off these plants before they begin to go into flower. And the flowers will eventually turn into seeds. And when they do get to that point, the plants will actually get about 3 feet high or so. Now, if you think you might be interested in trying your hand at growing these plants this year, time is of the essence. The seeds do require a cold stratification period, meaning they're going to need about 30 to 60 days of cool weather before it starts to warm up in the spring for the seeds to sprout. So if you do live in a temperate climate and it's already beginning to warm up, you can actually mimic that same effect by putting the seeds in the refrigerator in some moist soil for that 30 to 60 days before you direct seed them into your garden or put them in pots and start growing them out indoors. Now when I first started growing out this plant, what I did is established it in many different areas of the yard to figure out where it does best. What I found is that here where I'm located, it really likes part shade. And that has to do with the fact that we can get pretty hot here in Northern California in the summer. Here we can get over 110 at times. So if you live in an area like myself, Nevada, Arizona, you're definitely going to want to find a partly shaded place. Otherwise, you could probably just go with full sun and be fine. I should also mention in this video that I oftentimes see this plant referred to as longevity spinach and vice versa. Longevity spinach being referred to as Ashitaba. So I just want to specify on this video that this plant here, in fact, if you look at the leaves, is the Ashitaba, Angelica kiskis koizumi. And not only is this plant a nutritional powerhouse, I find it to be quite the beautiful ornamental to add into the landscape. And because it's rather low growing, I find it to be an effective ground cover, helping to shade the ground and keep moisture into the soil and the soil cooler. And Ashitaba seeds are readily available online, so just look around. I'd recommend checking out Strictly Medicinal. I believe they also sell starter plants if you're interested in that. And I'll throw a link below this video for anyone who needs it. When the newest leaves emerge from the plant, they're the greenest, shiny leaves, and this is when they taste the best. So I'm going to take tonight's harvest and go make myself a smoothie. So with that, I want to thank you all for watching. Hope you have a great weekend, and I'll be talking to you again real soon. Take care. And this is going to be a very simple smoothie tonight. Just some coconut water, bananas, dates, and the Ashitaba. Of course, we're going to throw that good coconut fat in there, brain food as well. Oh yeah. Gonna pour some for me and the wife. Here's to your health, honey.
Cheers.
Cheers.
It's good.
This time, maybe this won't last very long. But you feel so right, I could be wrong. Baby, I've been hoping too hard. I've gone this far, it's more than I hoped for. I like to think of God as love. He's down below, he's up above. He's watching people everywhere. He knows who does and doesn't care. And I'm an ordinary man. Sometimes I wonder who I am, but I believe in love. I believe in music. I believe in magic. I believe in the shadows of their eyes. I'm going where the sun keeps shining through the pouring rain. I'm going where the weather suits my clothes. Backing off of the northeast wind, sailing on summer breeze, and skipping over the ocean like a stone.